You ever looked at a car and thought, damn, that thing looks ready for anything? Because that's exactly the first thought when the 2026 Volkswagen T-Roc rolls into view. But wait, what's so special? It's just another compact SUV, right? Wrong. This one doesn't just arrive. It announces itself. Sharp LED eyes up front, sleek lines sliding through air like a blade through silk, and that confident VW stance that whispers, "I'm not here to impress you, I'm here to prove something." Let's start with the obvious, design. The T-Roc's front fascia looks like it's thinking 5 steps ahead of every other SUV. You look at that 3D pattern grille with its chrome shimmer and tell me this isn't modern sculpture on wheels. The headlights? Matrix LED tech that can practically perform a light show. Seriously, it feels like the car's winking at you every time it lights up. But hold on, are looks all that matter? Not here. Because once you get closer, you realize the muscle matches the makeup. Under the hood sits Volkswagen's new-gen 1.5-liter TSI Evo2 engine, tuned for power that doesn't scream. It hums. You tap the pedal and boom, there's that perfect balance between punch and polish. The dual-clutch gearbox shifts smoother than your favorite playlist transition. But here's the thing. Does it just drive, or does it connect with you? That's where the magic happens. You steer into a turn, and the car feels like it's reading your mind. The suspension tightens up, grip locks down, and before you know it, you're carving through curves like they were designed just for you. You can feel that German precision in every corner, every gear change, every heartbeat of the engine. And yet it's calm, civilized. Quiet enough that you could almost hear your thoughts, or the admiration from people watching you roll by. Inside, it's another story entirely. The moment you step in, you stop thinking of it as a car. It's more like stepping into a high-tech lounge. Ambient lighting wraps around you in shades that shift with your mood. Ever wanted your car to feel like your Spotify playlist turned into colors? Here you go. The dashboard is minimal but powerful. Massive touchscreen, wireless connectivity, and a digital cockpit that looks like it was designed for a spaceship. But is it all just flash? Not even close. Volkswagen knows comfort isn't about just soft seats, it's about smart design. Every inch of the T-Roc's cabin feels intentional. Those Napa leather seats hug you like they know you. Heated, ventilated, power adjustable, they're practically personal assistants. You slide behind the steering wheel, and it's like shaking hands with German engineering itself. But wait, what about tech? Because no 2026 car survives without it. And tech? This thing is loaded. 10-inch infotainment system with gesture control, digital gauges, voice assistant, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, the whole deal. But the real wow moment? The IQ.Drive safety suite, radar sensors, adaptive cruise, lane keep assist, and that eerie but brilliant travel assist that literally helps steer, brake, and accelerate for you on highways. It's not full autonomy, but man, it's flirting with it. You almost feel like you're driving the future, just with both hands still on the wheel. Now let's talk space, because compact SUVs usually compromise. But does the T-Roc? Not this one. Rear seats. Plenty of legroom. Cargo? More than enough for weekend getaways or spontaneous adventures. Even tall passengers won't be bumping heads on that panoramic sunroof. It stretches so far back, you could practically stargaze from the back seat. And that airy cabin vibe? It makes the T-Roc feel bigger than it actually is. But hold on. A pretty face, comfortable cabin, high-tech. Sounds perfect, right? What about performance when it's pushed? Here's where the T-Roc surprises even skeptics. Sport mode on. The steering sharpens, throttle tightens, and suddenly this compact crossover starts feeling like a hot hatch. The turbo whistles, the tires grip, and your smile widens. And while you're busy enjoying the rush, the car's 4-motion all-wheel drive quietly calculates every millisecond of traction beneath you. Rain, gravel, curves, it doesn't matter. You're glued to the road, and that's the point. The T-Roc isn't about numbers on paper. It's about the emotion behind the wheel. Every press, every sound, every flick of light reminds you that this is a Volkswagen built with soul. It's the confidence of precision engineering meeting the thrill of freedom. It's the feeling that you're not just driving, you're part of something crafted. But okay, let's ask the real question. Who's this car for? Because the T-Roc doesn't try to please everyone. It speaks to those who crave balance. The ones who want a car that can drop jaws in the city, yet feel unstoppable on a mountain road. It's for the driver who doesn't shout, but makes people listen. You could call it stylish practicality, but that's underselling it. It's modern individuality, wrapped in steel and tech, and let's be real, people notice. Park it outside a cafe and you'll catch eyes. Not because it's flashy, but because it has presence. That wolf grey metallic paint glows differently under every light. Sometimes silver, sometimes graphite, sometimes pure attitude. You know that car that looks expensive even before you check the badge? That's this one. Now imagine this, night city lights reflecting off the hood, soft rain tapping the roof, ambient lighting inside set to deep blue. You're just cruising, the DSG gearbox shifting in silence, the cabin playing your favorite track through that Beats audio system. You glance at the dashboard, minimal, digital, beautiful, and for a moment you think, this isn't just driving, this is peace. But hey, what about practicality? You bet, it's still a Volkswagen. Efficient engine, eco mode for saving fuel, auto start-stop that actually works smoothly this time. And a mild hybrid system that adds torque without guzzling gas. You can daily drive it without feeling guilty or bored. And that's rare. You know, it's funny. Every few years, the compact SUV market explodes with new options. Everyone claims to be the perfect balance of power, style, and comfort. Yet most of them either lean too sporty or too soft. The T-Roc? It walks the line perfectly. It's not trying to be a muscle SUV nor a city toy, it's confident enough to just be. Now, the moment you close that solid VW door, you feel it, the thunk. That's German for quality assurance. The kind of sound that tells you this car was built, not assembled. No rattles, no cheap shortcuts, no drama, just refined craftsmanship. And yes, even the door handles feel like precision instruments. What about the small details? The ambient light strip that glows across the dash like a heartbeat. The floating infotainment panel that reacts instantly to touch. The subtle chrome trims around the vents. Everything screams subtle luxury. Not overdone, not too loud, just pure class. And then the drive modes, eco, comfort, sport, and individual. You switch from calm cruiser to city sprinter in seconds. In comfort mode, it's smooth like silk. In sport, the exhaust note deepens slightly. The steering gains weight, and suddenly your daily commute feels like a mini adventure. Even braking feels smarter now thanks to the electronic brake distribution. It's linear, confident, predictable. But the part that gets me? The steering feedback. Most crossovers feel vague, but this one talks back. You feel the grip, the subtle road texture, the precision that keeps you connected. It's not just mechanical, it's emotional. You start trusting it more with every corner. Let's not forget, safety isn't just about airbags anymore. It's about intelligence. And the T-Roc brings serious IQ. It watches blind spots, keeps you centered, brakes before you panic, and even warns you when traffic up ahead suddenly slows. It's like having a co-pilot that never blinks, and yet it's still fun. You can toss it around bends, cruise at highway speeds, or crawl through traffic, and it never feels confused. That's balance. That's Volkswagen. That's engineering with personality. So here's a question. What makes a car truly great? Is it raw speed? Fancy screens? Or the way it makes you feel when you walk toward it in the morning? The T-Roc nails that last one. Because every time you see it waiting, clean, confident, ready, you feel a little proud. Like it represents your vibe without saying a word. Now, yes, you could go buy something louder, or cheaper, or flashier. But you won't find something that blends soul and science this cleanly. The 2026 T-Roc feels like the crossover version of a well-tailored suit. Fits perfectly, looks timeless, and never needs to shout to make an impression. And that's why it stands out. It's not about trends, it's about trust. It's Volkswagen reminding everyone that true style doesn't fade, and real engineering never ages. The 2026 T-Roc isn't trying to reinvent driving. It's trying to perfect how it feels. So the next time someone asks, what makes this T-Roc so special? Don't explain. Just hand them the keys, watch their face when the engine purrs and say, you'll see. Because once you drive it, you don't need convincing. You just need more road.